Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. In today's video, I have polishes from Painted Polish to share with you all.
Show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet.
Now these polishes are currently available on the Painted Polish website. I was not able to show these off to you guys during like the Black Friday sales and all of that. But the good thing about Painted Polish is that they do keep a lot, majority, I want to say a lot of their polishes available on their website for a good amount of time. So I definitely still wanted to show them off. So I'm like, okay, let me just show these off to you guys. So in case you've been thinking about picking up some of these polishes, now you'll be able to see them live swatched. Now I have some of the mystery polishes. There's two of them that I'll be swatching. I have the Holiday Gilded Trio, which will work not just for the holidays, if you ask me. There's the NYE Quartet, a Summer Sparkler 2.0 polish, and then I have a couple other polishes that I believe were available during the Black Friday sale but are now available for purchase. So it's a lot, so let's get into it. We're going to start off with the Gilded Holiday Trio, and this one is Gilded Gelt. This one is described as a bright sapphire jelly that has crushed gold metallic flakies. In classic painted polish form, the formula for this polish, as well as the other ones that you're going to see, have a fantastic formula. You can already see it on the first coat. We get a lot of distribution of the crushed gold flakies. I feel like they do this finish so well. When it comes to their crushed flakies. On the second coat, we build up to that beautiful bright sapphire blue. I love these shades of blue for the winter time. I think even though this was advertised as a holiday polish, like I mentioned in my intro, it is such a beautiful bright blue shade that I feel like can so wear this for the winter time. Honestly, you could get away with wearing this in the summer, maybe as like a transition from winter to spring as well. It's just such a beautiful shade, and the crushed gold flakies in there just bring everything all together and make this such a rich polish. Pictured are two coats of Gilded Gelt with a glossy top coat. Here is Gilded Greetings, and this one is described as a bright ruby red jelly base, and it also has crushed gold metallic flakies. This one, I feel like even though it's described as this bright ruby red, because of those crushed gold flakies in there, the metallic flakies, it gives us this sort of like pink shade, or this pink tone, I should say, to it. But everything blends in so well. You can see the first coat, it does go on jelly-like, but still amazing coverage. On the second coat, I reached full opacity, and you can see that right here. The flakies sort of blend into this space and give it this sort of like mirror-like look where it is very shiny and very glimmery, and then that's where I feel like, because those flakies just sort of blend into the base, into that jelly base, that's where I feel like it gives off this sort of like pink tone to it, or like a dash of pink in there. But really enjoyed this one. Again, this would be beautiful actually for all year round, but especially for Valentine's Day too. Pictured are two coats of Gilded Greetings with a glossy top coat. And the last polish in this trio is called Gilded Garland. Now you can also purchase these separately, or if you wanted to purchase all three together, there is that option too. But Gilded Garland, this one is described as a bright forest green jelly, and it also has crushed gold metallic flakies. I'm such a big fan of Painted Polishes collections because they do the same sort of polish but in different variations or different colors. I've said this before, if I really like something like an article of clothing or anything in a specific color, I like to get it in other colors, and Painted Polish, they just get me in that way. But this one was beautiful. You can see it has this beautiful deep green forest base, and the crushed gold metallic flakies definitely pop way more than the other two we saw, but it's just because it blends so well with this base. This one is definitely a winter polish in my opinion. Even in the fall as well, you can get away with wearing this. Honestly, if you're not a seasonal wearer and you want to wear this in the summer, hey, why not? But for me, I like to wear polishes per season, and this one's screaming winter as well as fall for me. Pictured are two coats of Gilded Garland with a glossy top coat. All right, guys, this one was the Doorbuster that is actually available. You can only purchase one though, one per order. This one is a thermal, which I'm sorry, I didn't realize it when I swatched it, but it transforms to a colorless when it's warm. So this polish is described as a Kelly green when cold to a pale green to colorless when hot, and it has crushed gold and red metallic flakies in the base. So what you're seeing right now is mostly in the colder state where you have this bright sort of Kellyish green. Honestly, I don't think I'd necessarily say that this is a Kelly green. I take that back. Even though it says it in the description, I see it more as this like bright, like limey, sort of swampy green color, and I personally love those shades of green. I think it looks lovely. This is gonna be a beautiful polish for spring, for summer, and even honestly I see this for like a Halloween polish too. There's pictures up on the website from when it transforms to its warmer state. So like I said, it's a clear to sort of like a pale green color when it does transition hot. So you're seeing 2 coats of our Doorbuster. This one's called Doorbuster or Bust, I don't know if I mentioned the name, with a glossy top coat. All right, guys, this one is a mystery polish. On the website, you just have black and white photos, so you are seeing the color right now in person. Unfortunately, as I am doing this voiceover, it is sold out on the website. I'm not sure if the plan is to bring this one back, but I wanted to show you guys anyways, just in case. So it's this very like bright and bold shade of pink. I'd want to say almost like a dustier sort of pink, maybe mauve. Yeah, I'd say it's definitely a mauve. And then we have lots of fun little circle glitters in here that range from all sorts of colors. There's orange and green and purple, like a lavender shade. It built up beautifully in 2 coats. Amazing formula, but I'm not surprised because of course Painted Polish does an amazing job with their polishes. Usually majority of the polishes are always 2 coaters. But this one was a lovely one. Again, one of the mystery polishes. Here is the second mystery polish, and this one is available as I'm doing this voiceover on the website. This one I have a description for. It is a crushed gold metallic flaky polish, and it has bronze, rose pink, and shades of blue metallic glitters in this sort of like antique fuchsia acrylic base. This one also I feel like is giving me like dusty vibes, just with the base color. I feel like it's in between this sort of like purpley, pinky mauve shade. The second coat we build up beautifully. We get full coverage, and all of the glitters in this just pair so well with the base. We get, you know, shades of orange, which is like a bronzy as described, but I see some orange and I see a little bit of yellow, light blue in there. Everything just mixes in so well. This would be beautiful for the springtime or transition from like winter to spring. Or if you wanted just to wear it in the springtime on its own, I think it'd be so lovely. Both this one and the previous mystery polish, because of all the glitter, you're going to want to use a glitter smoother and then a glossy top coat or a nice thick glossy top coat over it, just to give you a nice plump look, because the glitter will leave a little bit of textured. So we're looking at 2 coats of our second mystery polish. Now we're moving on to the NYE quad, the New Year's Eve quad. We're starting off with the new. This one features a black and gold this one has black and gold metallic flakies, as well as black and gold silver metallic and holographic glitters in a white crelly base. So we built up really well on that first coat, especially for this being a white crelly. We get some amazing coverage. We get a heaping amount of all the glitters and all the flakies in here. On the second coat, we get full opacity. I'm going to recommend 2 coats for everybody for not only this polish, but honestly all of the polishes that I'm swatching today. The formula is just fantastic. So on that second coat, like I said, we get full opacity. I'm loving the gold glitters that we see in here. To me, they are almost like a yellow tone. And they give us this nice little twinkle to the nail. Honestly, this would be beautiful for the springtime. As soon as I swatched this, I was like, yes, this is a spring polish for me all day. You're going to want to use a nice thick glossy top coat because of all the glitters in here. Pictured our 2 coats of In With the New with the glossy top coat. Our second polish in this quad is Midnight Merriment. This one is described as a black jelly base that has silver metallic flakies. I love getting a black polish in any sort of like New Year's collection, just because I feel like black polishes are so underrated. Sometimes we just think of it as like, oh, this flat color that we can't do much with, but it has so much potential. I love how it's a jelly base because we're still able to see the silver metallic flakies swimming throughout the polish. And my goodness, 2 coats, guys, okay? 2 coats for this beautiful squishy look that you're seeing right here. I love the twinkle and the sparkle that we're getting. I love how the silver flakies sort of blend into the base and give us this sandwich look, but it doesn't take away from the black jelly base, and it doesn't take away from the sparkle from our metallic flakies. So really enjoyed this, and I feel like this would be beautiful if you want something classic on the nails, if you like wearing dark colors, but want a little, something special in there. This would be great for you. Pictured are 2 coats of Midnight Merriment with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Matte About NYE. This one feels so pretty. You can wear this on its own or use it as a topper. I want to show it to you just on its own. This has crushed gold and black metallic flakies, and it's in a clear matte base. And I'll show it when it dries naturally as matte. On the first coat, we just get just enough of the flakies and the sparkle, and on that second coat you can see that it gives us this nice finish on the nail. So you have that option of wearing it on its own. I did do 3 just so you guys can get a better idea if you really wanted to wear it solo. And how glorious is this? Definitely a fun polish to wear like on a date night, or if you want something extra sparkly without too much going on in the base. And then here it is dried down on its own. It's more like a semi-matte. I think it looks very pretty matte, but I think it looks even better with a glossy top coat just because it's going to give you way more sparkle that way. But really enjoyed this. I would personally wear it on its own, but you have that option to wear it as a topper as well. Pictured are 3 coats of Matte About NYE with a glossy top coat. And the last polish in the quad is called Out with the Old. This one is described as a manatee gray curly base, and it has black metallic flakies. I feel like this is a beautiful like cement gray, and then the flakies, lovely. I love black flakies or any sort of black shreds or anything in a polish. On that second coat, we build up to full opacity. We get this lovely like speckled look on the nail. It's just a very like refreshing, clean look, and it just builds up so wonderfully in 2 coats that it's just, I love gray. So gray is actually one of my favorite colors, and I sometimes find it really hard to find a really good gray polish without it making my skin tone look washed out, or making it just look bleh. I feel like just gray polish on its own doesn't give me what I need, but you add some components in there, the right component, and you get a really nice like fresh look on the nail. And I loved this polish for that reason. So we're looking at 2 coats of Out with the Old with a glossy top coat. And the last polish that I have to share with you all is called Boys in Blue. This one actually released Black Friday week, and it's actually a polish commemorating the Dodgers World Series 2024 win. So the maker is a big time fan of this team, and they figured why not celebrate with making a polish. So Boys in Blue features silver metallic flakies. It has cobalt holographic galaxy glitters and a blue reflective glitters in a sapphire jelly base. This one built up wonderfully in 2 coats. My goodness, I love the sparkle. I love the rich royal blue that we're seeing. I think this would make a perfect polish for all year round because it has this beautiful bright blue base, but then it has this wonderful twinkle and sparkle from all the flakies and glitter. What makes it even more sparkly is those blue reflective glitters, which honestly, painting my nails, I couldn't tell too much because it's not like jam-packed in there, which is a good thing because I know a lot of people aren't big fans of reflective glitter. I personally don't mind because I love reflective glitter, but when I did polish, I was like, wow, this is really sparkly, and I thought it was just from the flakies and just the regular glitters in here. But because of that, it just adds a bit more twinkle, and I love that about this polish. So we're looking at 2 coats of Boys in Blue with a glossy top coat. All right, I do have some favorites, some standouts. The first ones, or the first 3, being the Gilded Trio Holiday. I really enjoyed all 3 of these. even though they are sort of, you know, made, even though they were made for the holidays, I mean, come on, look at these. You can definitely wear them for any time of the year. Green is just lovely. It is a beautiful deep forest green. The flakies are stunning. Something for like the fall time as well, or even in the winter if you wanted to wear something a little bit more deep away from like the vampy polishes. And then the red, oh my gosh, like it is so stunning. Look at the glow. Obviously, Christmas time, this would have been perfect, but for Valentine's Day we have coming up, if you are going out for date night, like this one would be so pretty. And then the blue polish, I mean, come on, this is Gilded Gelt. I love blues for the winter time, so this is something that I'd wear all year round. I feel like it's still bright enough that you can pull off wearing it in the summertime, or maybe like on a gloomy day. The Summer Sparkler 2.0, like how could I not like this one? It's so pretty. I love anything sparkly. I know these are bar glitters, and I know a lot of people get weirded out by bar glitters, but they're so fine and little, and once you build it up, it's just, I think it just looks stunning. I have Boys in Blue. This one, again, blue polish, wintertime, I'm going to love it. Sparkly too, thoroughly enjoyed it. Something I can wear now and then also for the summertime. And then I have Out with the Old. I love a good speckled polish. This felt like crisp and clean. With a little, you know, pizzazz, little something in there with those black flakies. And I love gray. Gray is actually one of my favorite colors too. All right, everybody, that is all that I have for you today. Let me know if you picked up any of these, or if you plan on picking them up, or if you sort of been waiting for swatches, or you've been kind of sitting on it, thinking about it. Now you have the footage and you can see for yourself. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.